Hey everybody, Blue Goblin here for a special review video. I'm here for the Nerd Wrestling review. My buddy Norman is a little busy right now, so he will not be joining me for this review. And I know we were supposed to do an Extreme Rules review, and we just never found the time to do it, and we just didn't really care enough to review it. But I'm gonna try my best to review Payback. Okay, I was asked whether or not I was going to do this, and I was like, you know what the hell, I'm going to give it a try. So this is my Payback 2015 pay-per-view review. Overall, I thought the show was actually pretty good, but that's as far as I'm going. Pretty good at best. The whole thing is, I pretty much got all of my predictions right except for the first match, which, well, it wasn't actually the first match. We had an R-Truth Stardust match on the pre-show. I didn't give two fucks about it, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Then you had the Mega Powers, the Meta Powers, whatever the WWE wants to call them. Damien Sandow and Curtis Axel against the Ascension. Here's where I think most of the WWE's problems are. Here's where some of them are. You got two guys that are getting a reaction from the crowd. You got Damien Sandow in this whole Macho Mandow gimmick. You got Curtis Axel now fully diving into this whole Axelmania thing. He is now fully into it. These two guys, they get a reaction. Granted, it's not an explosive one, but they get something out of that crowd. They like this. They want to see more of this. So, of course, you put them in the ring with a tag team that nobody gives two shits about in the Ascension, and you have the Ascension just blow right through them. What the hell? This was lame. This was pitiful. This was a clear-cut example of the WWE being out of touch with their audience. You have two guys. You have two characters, Macho Mandow, the Axelmania shit, this whole Mega Powers thing. Granted, it's not getting a unanimously explosive reaction, but it's getting something. With the Ascension, you're getting fucking crickets. It's astounding to me that you took the Ascension, the most dominant tag team that NXT has ever had, and you bring them onto the main roster and nobody gives a flying fuck about them. And you have them blow through two guys that you can get, that the fans want to get behind. Inexcusable. Then we get to the actual show itself. We open up with Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus. All I can say is, I'm getting tired of seeing Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus wrestle. I mean, damn it. Their feud over the world title was bad so many years ago. When Ziggler was the heel and Sheamus was the face. It was a pitiful feud that just further pushed Dolph Ziggler down the card because Ziggler just couldn't fucking beat him to save his life. And then you got him in this match with Sheamus. Or should I say Red Rooster 2.0. But this match was a decent kickoff to the show. You know, I'm not going to completely shit on it, even though I've seen these two wrestle so many goddamn times. You can pretty much call it spot for spot by now. But Ziggler fucks up and he headbutts Sheamus a little too hard, and he gets cut. And I could tell by looking at Ziggler's face after the match that he was clearly frustrated. He seemed to be frustrated with his performance at the show, especially having to eat the pinfall once again from Sheamus. It was what it was. And then the second match was the 2 out of 3 falls match for the tag team titles. You have the New Day versus Kid and Cesaro. You know, I like to call Kid and Cesaro just the facts. You know, this is a tag team that should, you know, be capitalizing on this whole fact thing that they like to do. You know, every time they hit a big spot, they yell fact. Or, you know, somebody gets chopped in the corner. You know, if Tyson Kidd chops somebody or Cesaro uppercuts somebody, they should yell fact. Get the crowd to start chanting fact, fact, fact. I mean, this could get over like the yes shit did. This could get over like the what shit did. You know, you could really get the fans behind this. You know, have them yell fact a lot during their matches. And I guarantee you, it'll catch on. It probably won't be as strong as the yes stuff, but it will work. It could work if you do it right. But the finish of this match was pitiful. Doing a twin magic spot with Xavier Woods running in because this dumbass referee just, I guess it's like, oh, all black people look alike. Fucking racist shit. I mean, you know, all you WWE sheep out there can try and support them or try to back up their argument or whatever. You know, they're not racist. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are racist. This New Day gimmick proves it beyond a reasonable doubt that they're racist. And this finish proves that they're racist. It's the truth. Deal with it. But the match was good. The match was good with a fuck finish that just made me go, why? Why? Ryback and Bray Wyatt, I didn't care. I didn't care. And I wanted to care because these are two guys I think should be getting somewhere. These are two guys that are going nowhere. And it hurts. It really hurts to see that in guys like Bray Wyatt who can cut incredible promos and who could actually work in the ring and can actually, you know, work well if he's given the right type of, you know, situation. You put him in there with the right people, he could really work. You know, Ryback's the same way. Ryback's got a great look. He's got a good catchphrase that people love. You know, the crowds love him. Why you're not doing anything with him, I'll never figure that out. Same thing with Bray Wyatt. And the WWE proving just how shitty they are sometimes by getting me to not care one single bit about this match. Okay? Bray Wyatt won. Big fucking deal. Now what? You know, this is one of those matches where, regardless of who wins, you think to yourself, now what? Where are you going next? They don't fucking know. Why should we fucking care? Then the John Cena Rusev I Quit match. Oh my god. This match was a waste of my fucking time. It really was. It was a waste of my time. This match was unnecessary. We didn't need this. Cena already beat Rusev at WrestleMania. He beat him at Extreme Rules. Why the fuck did we need this match? This match was pointless. It had no purpose. It's like, did anybody, I mean, honestly, did anybody think Rusev was going to win this fucking match? Anybody can go on the internet and speculate, well, they could do this, and they could do this, and they can do this, and they can have Cena lose, but still keep him protected, and that way they get the title back on Rusev, and blah, 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 blah. No. No. Do you think Vince McMahon's going to sacrifice his husband to a character that they've done shit on in Rusev? Please. I knew when they announced this match on Extreme Rules, I knew Cena was winning. You can't beat Cena in an I Quit match. It just isn't going to fucking happen. It's not going to happen. I've accepted that. It's time y'all accept it too. I knew Cena was winning this match, but the way he won just blew my mind with the illogicalness of it. So you're meaning to tell me Rusev makes Cena pass out so the referee can't stop the match because Cena's not able to say I quit. The Solid Monster was absolutely right. Then why don't you just put a bullet in the motherfucker's head and the match can keep going? Because Cena's, even though he's dead, he can't say I quit, so the match can fucking continue. If somebody were to have shot John Cena right in the head and killed the son of a bitch, the match would still go on. Because he can't say, I quit. The referee seemingly has no power at all, or no pull whatsoever, to stop the match due to inability to continue the match. Yet when Cena miraculously comes to, miraculously powers up after Rusev pours water all over him, Lana steps in there and goes, he quits, and the referee's like, okay, he quits, ring the bell, Cena wins. To me, John Cena did not defeat Rusev. Lana defeated Rusev. And they're going on with this whole bullshit thing that, oh, he was screaming, I quit in Bulgarian language. What the fuck ever. Just more cheap bullshit excuses to protect John Cena and push everybody else down because they don't know how to make new stars, and John Cena is mostly at fault here. Would it kill the motherfucker to help make some new stars? And would it kill Vince McMahon to tell these guys, hey, to run this company and help make new stars except for John fucking Cena? I mean, it just... I'm harping on too much about this match because there was really no point to this match. The Divas tag match. I didn't fucking care. Next. Then you got King Barrett against Neville. I was really looking forward to this match because they had a great match on the Extreme Rules kickoff show. It was an amazing match. Really good. They had really good chemistry together. And I was hoping that they would use this match to further develop more chemistry between the two of these guys. Thus, you know, maybe, God forbid, we can get some actual storytelling in here. But no, they went with the count out finish, and that was lame. Lame finish to a lame match. Now we come to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, the Fatal 4-Way. Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. First thing I want to point out is, why are people still booing Roman Reigns? Don't give me that he's John Cena 2.0 excuse, because he's not. If he were John Cena 2.0, he would be the fucking world champion right now. He would have beaten Brock Lesnar clean at WrestleMania 31, and then if Seth Rollins were to cash in the briefcase, he would have plowed through Seth Rollins and stood victorious as the new world champion. But that didn't happen. So I want to quit hearing this whole John Cena 2.0 excuse because it's not fucking legit. Roman Reigns, to me, is an underdog because he keeps coming close to that brass ring, but he keeps falling short. He's having to overcome obstacles. This is what a babyface needs to be. I don't know why they continue to boo him. I'm a Roman Reigns fan. So sue me. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Randy Orton. Everybody in this match did what was necessary to be done. I thought the match delivered. Thought it was really good. This was easily the match of the night. But one thing really hurt it. Well, more than one thing hurt it. First thing that hurt it was Kane's involvement. Throughout the night, they had been teasing the possibility of Kane turning on Seth Rollins because he even said in the show that he doesn't need the fucking job that he has. You know, so you're thinking, okay, you're possibly going to tease Kane turning on Seth Rollins to help him lose the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. You know, the only question is, who was he going to help? Who was he going to help win it from Seth Rollins? And then, of course, we get to the obvious safe way out. Just have Kane continue to be the heel that helps Seth Rollins win. You know, I'm all for having a heel world champion, but when it comes to the point where they have to literally have help in every single fucking match they have, that's a problem. I don't mind heels having help or resorting to breaking the rules to help win a match because, you know, that's what a heel does to get heat. But when you're using that formula in literally every match they have, that's a problem. Seth Rollins couldn't even go over Neville without help from J&J Security. Now, granted, Neville's a hell of an athlete, and Neville is a great wrestler. But you got to think about this from a WWE logic standpoint. He's a up-and-comer. He's a rookie, and Seth Rollins is the fucking world champion. Why does the world champion, the top guy, need help to beat an up-and-coming rookie? He should just plow right through the motherfucker. And then we get to, and back to this match. I loved the little Shield reunion tease toward the end when they triple powerbombed Randy Orton through the table, and then Reigns and Ambrose teamed up and took out Kane and Rollins. But here I'm at the point where I'm looking at Reigns and Ambrose talking to each other, and they go, "Loser buys the beers," and they get in there and start fighting with each other, and you got the yay boo thing and everything. But here I'm thinking to myself, if I were Reigns or Ambrose, yeah, I would try to take one of the guys out. You know, I would hit the guy with a chair, then pick up Rollins' dead body or Randy Orton's limp body, throw him in the ring, see if I can pin the motherfucker. You know, it's not like the world title's on the fucking line. Just thinking about it. I mean, after Orton and Rollins got taken out, this became basically a dick measuring contest between Reigns and Ambrose. You know, Reigns versus Ambrose would be fine on Raw or SmackDown, a one-on-one match, but this is a fatal four-way match for the World Heavyweight title. Who gives a shit who's better between the two of them? You're wrestling for the world title. If you have any opportunities whatsoever to win the world title, fucking go for it. I would have picked up Randy Orton and thrown him into the ring, see if I could sneak a pinfall and get the title. That's just me. But then the finish. The finish with Rollins hitting one of the most god-awful looking pedigrees I've ever seen to pin Randy Orton. And I will give credit where credit is due. When they put Dean Ambrose into this match, I was worried that they put him in there just to be the one to take the pinfall, if they were going to go with the whole Rollins retaining route, which is where they went. Rollins ended up retaining the title, but I was worried that they just threw Ambrose in there for the sole reason of having him be the one to get pinned. Thankfully, I was wrong, and Orton ended up taking the pinfall, which surprised me. You know, as you know, the Schleg Daddy, coins it, they're the Breakfast Club, and they don't usually job for jabronis like Seth Rollins. But I was really surprised that Orton ended up eating the pinfall. But man, they need to do something with Seth Rollins when it comes to developing a new finisher. You know, have him go back to using the small package driver, or maybe that Seth Walker move that looks like he's going for a diamond cutter, but he flips up in midair and drops down like an acai DDT or something. Have him go back to using that, so he can't use the curb stomp anymore. So what are we going to start? Is he going to start using other people's finishers to win matches? That's kind of lame. You should have him develop his own finishing move. If you can't do the curb stomp anymore, then develop something different, something new for him, or have him go back to using a move that he's familiar with, like the small package driver, or maybe the Phoenix Splash. The Phoenix Splash would be perfect for him because it's a move that you can nail on anyone. I can't exactly see him doing a small package driver on somebody like The Big Show, or somebody like Great Khali, or somebody like Kane, or something like that. Something like a Phoenix Splash I think could work depending on who you're in the ring with and depending on how your chemistry is working, or something like that. But overall, this match saved the show from being complete crap, because there was a lot of crap in here, and it went from being to being pretty good. The main event was that strong, and it helped me realize that I sat through a pretty decent show that could have been a hell of a lot better. I really did. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give this show a 3. Above average, but nowhere near perfect. There were some good moments in here. There were good moments throughout some of these matches, but you need more than just 1 or 2 good moments, and you need to have good matches in order to have a great show. And in my opinion, this show only had one great match, and that was the main event, and even it had a really shitty finish. The John Cena-Rusev match. Fuck that match. Fuck this feud. I'm glad it's over. Because apparently they're going with possibly giving Rusev the Intercontinental title if they want to go that route. The King Barrett Neville match was easily the most disappointing match on the card, because after the great match they had at Extreme Rules on their pre-show, you bump them up to an actual pay-per-view match card on the following pay-per-view and they don't deliver. That was really hurtful. The tag team title match had a really shitty, illogical finish. Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler would have been better had I not seen these two wrestle 14 million fucking times. There's just so much more effort could have been put into the show to make it much better than it actually was. It is what it is. So there's my review of Payback 2015. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see y'all later.